we're going to start with a somewhat remarkable report revealed by the investigative publication Forbidden Stories. In Peru's Madre de Dios region, illegal gold mining has devastated the Amazon rainforest for over a decade. The criminal gang, Guardianes de la Troja, controls the mines, spreading terror, threatening journalists, and silencing local communities. Despite government efforts, corruption and weak enforcement have allowed the gang to thrive, amassing wealth while destroying the environment. Joining me on set right now is the author of this report, journalist Emmanuel Colombier. Emmanuel, thank you so much. This is a really astonishing report, just the intricacies of this gang. Speak to me about Guardianes de la Trocha and how on earth you actually managed to get the testimony from the people who are affected.
Well, thanks for having me. I work for Forbidden Stories, which is an international network of investigative journalists, and our mission is to continue the work of silenced journalists, be it jailed, killed, or threatened. I went to La Pampa in last October to continue the work of a local journalist that was trying to unveil how a specific gang was controlling a big part of the illegal mining in this region. This region is in the southeast of Peru, close to Bolivia, and in the Amazon rainforest. And we managed to go with a local partner on the ground, on the field, to investigate how this gang is controlling little by little every aspect of the extraction and the selling of the illegal gold. And the level of violence of this gang, the level of impunity that reigns in this region is astonishing and allows the system to strengthen, and it has been quite complicated to find reliable sources, and most of the people we interviewed asked us to be anonymized because they are fearing for another attacks. So yes, it was kind of tricky, but we managed in this investigation to show how a local gang is able to control all the production and the exportation of illegal gold. And the illegal gold is today in Peru 6 times more profitable than the illegal drug trafficking. So with the prices of gold which are rising, it's a very complex and important issue for us.
How powerful is this gang? Just talk me about them. How scared are Peruvian authorities to even act at this point?
Well, they started like a decade ago, just controlling the illegal mines that were already set up. And by doing the security, they started to understand that it would be more profitable for them to control the production and the extraction of the gold. So they are stalling the lands of the agricultors, of any people living in this region of La Pampa, and basically devastating all the lands of the forest, and they are getting more and more weapons with the money they are able to get with that, and to buy the silence of the locals, obviously, but also the authorities, which is, I think, the biggest issue is the level of corruption that the gold is able to control.
Exactly. So how intricate is the relationship between the gang Guardianes de la Trocha and the government? I mean, are there actual government members working with them?
Well, I couldn't say it like that, but we talked with prosecutors, we talked with the police, and some sources told us that everyone gets its share of the illegal gold. So you have lawyers, you have prosecutors, you have also high-level agents of the justice and police systems that are getting their share, which allows them to help the gang and also to keep everyone in silence. There is a code of silence imposed by this gang in this region, and the level of complicity is once again the heart of this problem.
Is there any link between, because I'm sure if we had to know that the gold that we are buying actually comes from places like La Pampa, is there any link to international markets that you've been able to prove?
Well, this might be the second episode of this investigation. In this one, we are talking about this gang, how the gang controls the mines locally. But we got some information about where the gold goes after that. And obviously there are connections with the neighbor countries such as Bolivia or Brazil. But even inside Peru, the illegal gold is mixed with the legal gold and then exported to a lot of different countries and most probably arrives in our jewels and so on. But this is not the part we are working on in this specific episode, but it's something we are working on too.
People want to have a bit of hope to cling on to, especially in the face of such adversity and these gangs. Are there any grassroots retaliation systems, any kind of movements against the gang at this stage?
Well, there are some operations by the police and the army. There are some detentions, but if from the information we got, most of the member of the gang, one of the leaders, is free. Is circulating on the broad daylight, is killing people in broad daylight in La Pampa. And obviously the authorities are not doing what they should do, being on the local and also the national level. The authorities are all corrupted or unable because they don't have the political will or the human and financial resources to fight against the gang. And this is not the only gang that controls illegal mines in Peru. This happens in a lot of other regions, also in the neighbors countries. So it's a very, very tricky and complicated situation.
So this is just Madre de Dios, that particular region. What do locals think it would take to actually defeat the gang?
Well, the locals are scared. Most of them don't want to talk about what's happening. Once again, people disappear in La Pampa. We have a lot, up to 400 people disappeared or were killed in La Pampa region since 2014. And they are obviously talking about the gang, but the most problems that the locals point out is complicity of the authorities. I think it's the heart of the problem and the basis of the vicious circle that generates this situation. So the locals would like the police and the authorities to do something efficient, but it's not the case.
On that somber and sombering note, Emmanuel Colombia, thank you so much, and it's definitely worth a read. I'll rip your head off. That was talking about the gang Guardianes de la Trocha, and it's revealed by Forbidden Stories, all about the illegal gold mining in Peru. Definitely worth a read there.